Welcome to Shop Talk, where you get my honest opinion on current events, life, and sports. Let's get into it. LeBron going to Philadelphia. Um, I thought he was gonna go to Golden State because they're more of a veteran team, but I know they're an older team with their better players that's on the roster. So I had the Sixers like a sleeper team. I had them either the Warriors or the Heat. And I thought about, okay, they did just get Jaylen Brown, so kind of played a big part in it, but I think it was more Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. Yeah, I mean, two young gunners. Besides young Chris and Neef, they two young gunners. And so hopefully he can get a healthy Embiid. We all know how his career has been going. Hopefully they can get a healthy Embiid for the whole season. But like I say, it's still early. We don't know what other moves they may have left. I don't know if they're gonna try to make a play for AD. You never know. I think he's supposed to be starting contract talk with the Wizards. I don't know how that should go because I mean he's another unreliable. And these guys are always looking for paydays and they're unreliable. And so I don't know if the Wizards may have to give him some bread to keep him around because maybe he could request a trade or something like that. So I don't know how that's gonna really go. But the Sixers have a decent bench, even after the starting five. So we know the team to beat in the East is the Knicks. To me, Boston took a step back once you let Jaylen Brown go. I mean, he carried y'all throughout the year till Tatum came back, and Tatum played really well, but he wasn't playing his better. He's coming off an injury. And at that time he thought it was career threatening. So that's I mean, I know people might not like it saying, oh, when he gonna retire? I think he's gonna retire after, like he said, this is his last decision. He's going out on his own terms. So I don't know if he's gonna do the retirement tour this year or next year. I think the second year is a player option. He can actually retire after this season because the second year it's kind of not guaranteed. I mean, it's only a 2-year, $8 million deal. So this probably is gonna be his last season because I can't see him playing for $4 million again. So I know they like championship or bust. So but we know with sports, man, they got crazy things happen like injuries and stuff like that. So you just gotta wait till the season starts and go from there. This Ryan Clark situation. I knew Homie was gonna, go on his platform and give his spiel and stuff like that. It's really sad when you think about it. Because like the man was saying, he just wanted to be accepted. It's sad when we dumb it down. It's still not enough because they hate you for who you are, what you represent. And so it bothers their spirit, the demonic ones. You're helping up for people like Angel Reese and people that just, the Kyron relation situation, it's never enough. I toned it down to work for you feel me? And so once they start y'all to apologizing, it kind of goes downhill after that. So they got you compromising all your values. You can't say what you want because we pay you. I saw, I think it was Cam Newton was talking about the numbers from 2013 up into 2025. The way people consume things is different from 2013. You got more independent outlets now. So you're talking a different time. And I think the viewers was at 680,000 or something. So now it's at 440 some thousand. And they trying to say, oh, it's a numbers game, man. You falling for that one? You really gonna fall for that one? It's not a numbers game. They could have kept him. They kept all other people. To me, he was one of their best analysts. So, but that's the thing about life. Nothing is promised. Nothing is forever. Thank God he has his own platform, him, Freddie T, and Channing Crowder. Well, maybe they might do like a 7-day cycle for us, like news or current events. You never know. So, but by him getting emotional in front of the whole world, they could say, okay, all our work was done. But I do know the man had a $2 million salary. That plays a big part in people's finances. So now, creating content, I think you searching for stories all day, every day, all day and all night. So I can understand what a man at with it, but that's why I say preaching about having your own, especially ownership. When you could talk how you want to talk. I watched Jamel Hill last night break down the numbers. As far as like I seen people was asking her why we just can't have like a black like an ESPN for us black people, and she said the numbers would be so staggering. You got to build up a whole lot of capital. I think somebody was showing the 27 black billionaires with a network, all them together is 121 billion. Like she's saying, Peacock paying $110 million per game, just to have football on and basketball and stuff like that. I think ESPN 75 million per game. I think she said that's all the games. So I just saw something where they said the NFL made record numbers last year. It's all about the almighty dollar. I saw where he said, well, Stephen, they kind of gave him a heads up on certain things over there. You kind of still put him in the crossfires with that, because I mean, like, they probably said, no, we give you a heads up. We don't want you letting them know what's going on. We pay you. And so you can see what Stephen A. took a liking to Ryan Clark. I think when he bring you the first take, he take a liking to you for who you are. Nah, he have his own antics that he's into. I don't believe he have no ulterior motives when he bringing a guy there to First Take and platforms like that. But even that man has his own platform now. You got the Stephen A. show. Even though we don't agree with a lot of things he's saying, the cooning that he does, maybe he's seeing the bigger picture too. Like, man, let me have something just in case something happened to me. Because you make them a lot of money throughout the year. And so, like he said, I'm not going to critique my employer in front of the whole world. So, it's just, when we come on the scene, we just embarrass things. And so before people want to compete with us, it's not like we even compete. We coming there to do the job that we paid for. That man actually played in the NFL. He know what goes on in locker rooms. He knows about different things behind the scenes. To me, the man won an Emmy and everything. I'm not understanding it, but we know the game. That's why it's best for you to have your own. Because in this season, it's going to be about ownership. Now, we know nothing don't happen overnight. We don't really have the capital to do it. But the main thing is maintain your mental. We don't know the toll what's going on his mental right now. Like I say, when you the breadwinner and you used to bringing it home, and I don't even know if they're going to really pay Brian, because I think they fired him. So I don't know how that's going to go. They're going to give him a severance or something like that, because I know I done been there before. They'll let you go and you don't get a severance. So I hope everything works out for him and his family, but I think he gonna be good. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he getting offers right now from different people, but I'm pretty sure when you negotiate your deal, you let them know, I got to be me. You gotta take that yay mentality with you. I got to be me. I'm not gonna be neutered or whatever you need. I'm not. I'm doing my own thing. So you gotta accept what comes along with me. And so uh, I'm looking forward to him doing bigger things in the future. And so so on and so on. Speaking of like the movements, I saw where my son was saying how Kaepernick ghosted them in the group chat, and so he was coming off like he was more like entitled to what's going on behind the scenes, not realizing had not he knelt, what movie you would have been a part of. And so y'all took upon yourself, because y'all grifters, you started making shirts with the I'm with Cap and all. You don't know what was going on behind the scenes. You figure y'all are on a need to know basis. You don't know what was going on. But you're up there defending somebody with credible evidence, so you cool with undermining the man who started the movement. He came and hijacked it. It's just y'all. We know y'all on the payroll. You, Tamika Matter, Angela Rye, Charlamagne. We know y'all on the payroll. So I guess even when you speaking like you got a spine, I guess your check had cleared yet. Y'all going on these smear campaigns to discredit the man for doing something that was actually about police brutality on black people that look just like you. That's the problem with movements. They always have people gonna come and infiltrate it. They're gonna look just like us. They're gonna look just like us. And so once you feel some entitlement, that's where you start to lose your weight. So, but I really don't understand these guys. I guess they're doing it for the clicks and views. I mean, like I say, people still having that appetite for being popular. I guess want to be some kind of celebrity type figure when they seeing what's going on and what's being exposed. So congratulations on Errol Spence. It didn't go the way he wanted it to fight the other night, but he went out on his shield. He announced his retirement. To me, you look at that accident, I think that car might have flipped 15 times or something like that. Just to see him walking, talking, have all this, everything he a walking miracle. Before that accident, his body punches, it seemed like it was cracking real as soon as he hit you. So you have an accident like that, to me that take years off your life. And so thank God he was able to come back in the ring, had 2 fights, didn't go out he really wanted to go. But to me, I know he got in there to secure his kid's future and his family's future, which I think he was already kind of well off. And so, you had that doubt in the back of your mind. Let me get in here and try to, get me one before I walk out of here. I think he already had his mind made up before the fight. I'm pretty sure his family and everyone knew it. So he probably was like, you know what? You win some, you lose some. But it was a joyous career to watch. It's a lot of guys not in the game no more. I saw it yesterday. I said, damn, I didn't realize. I've been watching boxing for 2 decades now, and it's a lot of guys that's they gonna see greener pastures. I mean, because boxing is a dangerous sport. Anything that's hitting your head or the rattling of your head, you gotta think about CTE and stuff like that. So, salute to him on his career. and just being thankful for many things. You know, we don't want to keep getting caught up in the social status. You gotta really be thankful for just the opening of your eyes. Everything ain't gonna be monetary gain. Let's just be thankful for the opening of our eyes. We could breathe how we need to breathe without a machine, and all our phalanges, our mind being in the right state, blocking out negativity. It's not really hard to do, just depending on what keeps your attention. I think you're an algorithm. You know, we give a lot of credit to the social media sites, but you're an algorithm. And so what you consume, you could become. And we all have shortcomings. Nobody is better than the next. None of us can really point the finger. We just know pure evil. And so, like I always say, having compassion for one another, realizing the times we in are not normal. It's no better time for us to be together as far as humanity, because I feel all walks of life should have their basic needs met. We shouldn't be getting let down in 2026 by politicians who tell lies, because they more owned by a foreign entity than they more an American citizen. So going forward, we gonna stay prayed up and making sure we go in the right direction. Speaking positive in our lives. We gotta watch what comes out of our mouths, because what comes out your mouth can become a reality. So, looking forward to what's going on in the world, and we have to pay attention to everything. I know we all getting ready for our kids and stuff to go back to school. So, you know, you always apprehensive about that, especially living in this country with everything that's going on. And so, just want to check in with people and kind of give people updates, and realize humanity gonna move forward. We not digressing, we progressing. So that's the word of the day, progressing. We not digressing. I was telling my mom about that yesterday. Say you use a lot of big words. Like, no, I don't think I'm better than nobody. I just know what I be talking about and use it in the right context. So, you know, like, follow, and subscribe on YouTube at Shop Talk 84. On X, that's contact_CEO, KONTACK on Instagram as well, it's contact_CEO. That's KONTACK_CEO. Until next time.